Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we are making a Thanksgiving wall plaque. The items that you need to complete this project will be found at the Dollar Tree, Walmart, and Hobby Lobby. I will list where I purchased each of the items in the description of this video. To begin this project, you will need a wooden plaque that you can find at Walmart. You also need some decorative stencils, a carvable foam craft pumpkin, some coordinating ribbon, lettering stencils, some white and silver spray paint, decorative flowers, a lighter for singeing the ends of the ribbon, white and black puffy paint, fix-all adhesive, some diamond wrap, scissors, pencil, piece of paper, this wooden cutout of the word thankful, and a hot glue gun. I'm going to cut this pumpkin in half because we're only going to use half of this, and the great part about that is you can use the other half for another project. It cuts apart really easy. I don't know if you can see right there, there's like a seam where they just glued two halves together. So I just stick my scissors inside there and just slice it, and it comes right apart. Okay, I'm going to set this part aside. Now, as you can see, the stem was just stuck in with a toothpick. So I'm going to pull this out, and I'm actually going to cut this in half as well. I think I'm going to mark it with a pencil first so I can see right where the half point is. So I save enough for the other side. Okay, the next part we're going to do is we're going to go spray paint our pumpkin. Okay, so I've chosen to spray paint my pumpkin white, and I'm going to spray paint my plaque silver. You can use any paint you want. Silver just coordinates with the project that I'm making. It's a really windy day here, so hopefully my project doesn't blow away before I get it done. Okay, I'm going to set this inside to dry so it doesn't blow away. Now I'm going to spray paint the plaque with this metallic silver spray paint that I purchased from Walmart. I'm going to primarily focus on just keeping the spray paint towards the edges and not really worry too much about the center where my pumpkin's going to be, because there's really no sense of wasting spray paint. The next step is to trace our stencil for the monogram onto the paper. I always trace my stencils in reverse, like you're looking in a mirror. That way when I cut my stencil out and tape it to the product that I am transferring it to, it will be right side up when I'm ready to use it. You'll see in the next step. Now I take my stencil that I just traced and I place it with the lead face down against the item that I want to transfer it to, and I just rub it with a popsicle stick gently, and this will transfer the pencil lead onto the pumpkin. When I remove the stencil, you'll see that the lead has shown up on the pumpkin and it's right side up, which makes it easy for me to trace. Okay, that's what it looks like with the pencil on, the pencil marks on. So now I'm going to go ahead and use my puffy paint. So to do that, I'm actually going to get a little scrap of paper. I'm just going to use my stencil. I shook this up pretty good before I start. And I always do kind of a little squirt before I start just to make sure it's not clogged and it's going to come out okay. And then just trace your stencil. Okay, so I filled that all in, and now I'm going to go ahead and work on the lettering. Okay, this is what it looks like so far. So now I think I'm going to go ahead. I took my diamond wrap and I just measured from the top to the bottom. And I cut one row of each color, the white and the black, and I think I'm going to put them in between the little lines here in the pumpkin just to kind of give it a little bit of bling and make it kind of fancy looking. Okay, so I'm not going to use hot glue on this part because I'm afraid it's so hot and this is styrofoam. Sometimes it'll just melt it and it will ruin it. Just follow the line as your guide. I think I'm going to start with the silver. So I finished putting the diamond wrap around the top and the sides, and a little bit at the bottom. So what I'm going to do now, just to cover up some of these little rough edges, is I'm going to use the white puffy paint just to put a little bead at the end of each one. And this is what it looks like with the puffy paint. I just did a little pearl at the end of each line of the diamond wrap, and then I put a lot more at the bottom just because if it's hanging, I wanted the underside to have a little bit more of a finished look. The top I really didn't worry about that much because the bow and the flowers are going to cover that. Next, we're going to glue the pumpkin onto the plaque. What I want you to notice first is that I put the stem on the pumpkin a little bit forward from the hole where it used to be because I'm going to put the flowers behind that, and I still wanted to see the stem. Next, using my Fix All adhesive, I put glue all around the back rim of the pumpkin, place it onto the plaque, and hold it firmly in place for a few seconds, allowing it to dry. Using my hot glue gun, I'm going to take the black leaves and the white pearl flowers and stick those behind the pumpkin in the little hole where the stem used to be and glue those on using my hot glue gun. Using the ribbon, I cut a small piece and made a tiny bow to glue in front of the stem to hide where I had moved it from. If you notice, I also used a few of the rhinestones that I cut from the diamond wrap to decorate the monogrammed letter P and the leaves. Next, I spray painted the word thankful with some black spray paint. Once that was dry, I took a piece of ribbon and wrapped it around the top of the plaque and used my hot glue gun to attach it. Then I used the hot glue gun to attach the word thankful, and using a piece of silver ribbon, I put a hanger on the back. And here's the finished project. Thank you so much for spending part of your day with us. And if you haven't already, please subscribe, like, share, and hit that notification bell to be notified every time we upload a new video.